me, take your clothes off. And I said no. And I left. And they told me they were gonna burn all my music. And they didn't stop.
Will Smith claps back at memes of him and Sean Diddy Combs and speaks out for the first time about his history with the music mogul.
Diddy is back after someone has recorded and leaked his court hearings. Someone in court had recorded on their phone multiple of the court hearings with Diddy, which of course is highly illegal, and now actually leaked this to the press, and it's appearing all over TikTok.
The entertainment industry is no stranger to controversy, but the ongoing legal troubles of Sean Diddy Combs have sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Over the past year, numerous allegations have surfaced, painting a picture of a powerful music mogul entangled in serious legal battles. While Combs has been at the center of these accusations, many other high-profile figures have been drawn into the conversation, one of whom is none other than Will Smith.
The rapper called out memes he'd seen online trolling his past association with Combs, who is currently in jail awaiting trial on trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution charges. Videos of the moment have been posted online showing Will telling the sold-out crowd, "The world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true. I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. Some of it's funny." But the Fresh Prince sets the record straight on where he really stands with Combs, formerly known as Puff Daddy or Puffy early in his career, saying he's not jiggy with the freak-offs or baby oil, in fact.
The rapper recently called out memes circulating online that troll his past association with Combs, who is currently in jail awaiting trial on charges of trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Videos of the moment have been posted online, showing Will addressing a sold-out crowd stating, "The world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true. I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. Some of it's funny."
I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have shit to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the memes. I can stop all of that bullshit. Will adds, "I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. I do enough of my own shit. Don't be putting me in other people's bullshit. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid shit. So whenever y'all hearing if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil." Per the federal indictment released after his September 16th arrest and obtained by E! News, Combs' freak-offs were described as elaborate performances during which female victims were compelled through force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial workers. The 54-year-old was also accused in the document of arranging, directing, masturbating during, and often electronically recording the freak-offs, as well as of transporting commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally.
However, the Fresh Prince made it clear where he stands with Combs, formerly known as Puff Daddy or Puffy, asserting that he is not jiggy with the freak-offs or baby oil. Recently, speculation spread that Smith might be involved in some of the questionable activities allegedly linked to Combs. Memes and online rumors suggested that Smith had attended Combs' notorious private parties, gatherings that have come under scrutiny in legal proceedings. In response, Smith made a rare public statement during a live performance, firmly denying any connection to the situation. He told the crowd, "I don't have anything to do with Puffy," effectively shutting down the speculation in one succinct sentence.
Diddy is back after someone has recorded and leaked his court hearings. Someone in court had recorded on their phone multiple of the court hearings with Diddy, which of course is highly illegal, and now actually leaked this to the press, and it's appearing all over TikTok. You of course all know about the situation with Diddy recently. I'm sure you are all aware. Not long ago the lists all came out of people that attended these parties that you've probably seen, but if you haven't, there you go. In these videos, in the first one, they are basically reading out all the different charges, and he enters a non-guilty plea on all. The second one is his bail hearing, and it literally shows the reason why he was denied bail. This is a federal case. Everybody's wanted to see him in this setting, but obviously you're not able to. I can't show the actual video of this because it's literally a criminal offense, completely illegal. But it's easy enough to find if you look it up. This is wild, and the stuff that was being said has everybody online shook. Most people, including me, just can't get over how this was actually recorded. Like, how did this person do that? They would have sold this for a fortune to the media.
I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have anything to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the memes. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's stuff. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So whenever y'all hear and if somebody says that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. According to the federal indictment released after Combs' September 16th arrest, his freak-offs were described as elaborate performances during which female victims were compelled through force, threats of force, and coercion to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial workers. The 54-year-old was also accused in the document of arranging, directing, and even electronically recording these events, as well as transporting commercial workers across state lines and internationally.
Guys, let's talk Tevin Campbell. We all know when Tevin Campbell came in the game years ago, Quincy Jones and your boy Will Smith was the ones who really turned him out and groomed him. I'm gonna take y'all back to Tupac, and a lot of y'all wasn't old enough when Tupac was here. Tupac was engaged to Quincy Jones' niece. At one time, Tupac came out and stated that Quincy Jones wanted him to give him that eggplant and called him all kind of stuff, man. See, Tupac exposed the stuff that was going on in the industry long before he passed away. Can you dig what I'm saying? So, man, you know, we got people like Quincy Jones, Will Smith, Dwayne Martin, you know, the Wayans brothers, all that stuff, man. You know, these people gonna be held accountable because they turned Tevin Campbell out. Now, Tevin Campbell was out here prostituting out here in Las Vegas and in Hollywood. But the question is, man, who really got that virus and who's next?
Smith's response was an attempt to distance himself from the growing scandal. As the case against Combs continues to develop, with a court battle on the horizon and high-profile witnesses potentially taking the stand, the pressure is mounting. If reports are true and Smith is asked to testify, it could mark a pivotal moment in the case, revealing details that have remained behind closed doors for decades. In a shocking turn of events, someone recorded and leaked Combs' court hearings, which is highly illegal. Footage from these hearings has surfaced on social media platforms like TikTok, showing the proceedings that many have been eager to see.
On those drives, the witness says 8 videos featured 8 celebrities at Diddy freak-offs or parties, and that 6 were males, 2 were females. The drive also included a manuscript of an alleged Kim Porter memoir, a memoir that her 4 kids insist is fake. Courtney Burgess told his story on a podcast before he told the grand jury today, and after he told the grand jury, and I mean immediately after, he booked it over to my set, and he and his attorney talked to me. I should tell you that he was very limited in how much detail he could go into about his testimony. And because the 8 people in the videos, the 8 celebrities in the videos were allegedly victims of crimes, we know who they are, but we will not be naming them, famous or not.
The videos include Combs entering a non-guilty plea to all charges and his bail hearing, which reveals the reasons for his bail denial. This is a federal case, and while the actual videos cannot be shown due to their illegal nature, they are easily accessible online. The situation has left many, including myself, astonished at how this was recorded and leaked, as the individual responsible could have sold this footage for a fortune to the media. Sean Diddy Combs has long been a towering figure in the music world, known for his influence in shaping the careers of numerous artists. However, in recent months, his legacy has been overshadowed by legal troubles that threaten to dismantle his empire. Authorities have accused Combs of running an operation that allegedly involved trafficking, coercion, and other serious misconduct spanning over 2 decades. The allegations first gained widespread attention in late 2023 when multiple individuals came forward with claims about what allegedly happened behind closed doors.
Will, not you too. How could you let Diddy do this? And in this most recent video is evidence that Diddy got to Will Smith, and the person that's describing the event even goes into detail of how bad it actually was. I mean, this is just pure evil. And on top of that, Will Smith, I mean, he slapped Chris Rock. He lets Jada walk all over him. Had his son's best friend go crazy on his wife. I mean, and now, since they found the tapes at Diddy's mansion, which is adding coal to the fire. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you guys the video. But it's honestly kind of astonishing to me, the sheer fact that Diddy got to so many different people and everybody just swept it right under the rug. So much so that He even got to the likes of, we'll say, like A-list celebrities.
Reports suggested that some of Combs's exclusive parties involved coercion and manipulation, with some individuals claiming they were placed in compromising situations. As law enforcement dug deeper, the case expanded, leading to raids on Combs' properties and the collection of evidence that prosecutors believe could be crucial in court. Witnesses have indicated that 8 videos featured 8 celebrities at Combs' freak-offs or parties, with 6 being male and 2 female. The drive also included a manuscript of an alleged memoir by Kim Porter, which her 4 children insist is fake. Courtney Burgess, a witness, shared his story on a podcast before testifying before the grand jury.
I mean, to this extent, no one's safe.
And having anal sex with Will. Let me process that for a second. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him.
After his testimony, he immediately sought out my set to discuss the details, although he was limited in how much he could disclose due to the sensitive nature of the case. While we know the identities of the 8 celebrities in the videos, they will not be named publicly, as they are allegedly victims of crimes. The case has taken several twists and turns, with new details emerging regularly. The prosecution has built its case around witness testimonies, video evidence, and financial records.
Now, I struggled in the UK to get this. It took me to jump through a few VPN hoops, let's just say. However, if you are in the US, it's very easy. It's on Tubi, and I believe it's on Netflix and Apple TV and Hulu. They have interviewed a lot of people. They have dug deep into history. There is stuff on there that I haven't even seen before. The more I'm watching, the more I'm finding out, the more I am absolutely just disturbed. I mean, I was disturbed anyway, but Jesus Christ, how many people are involved in this? And one thing this documentary showed me is how many people have actually tried to warn everybody in the past, and nothing has been done about it. But the question is, did Diddy do it? He did.
They allege that Combs not only participated in these activities, but also facilitated environments where misconduct was commonplace. As the case gained traction, social media users began connecting other celebrities to Combs' lifestyle, speculating that Will Smith had been a regular at these gatherings and suggesting that he might have insight into what really went on. This theory was fueled by old interviews and resurfaced clips showing Combs and Smith interacting over the years. Despite the swirling rumors, Will Smith wasted no time addressing the speculation during a performance in San Diego. He made it clear that he had no involvement in Combs' alleged activities, stating, "I don't have anything to do with Puffy," sending a strong message to the public and media alike.
Sean Diddy Combs will officially not be home for the holidays after a judge just denied him bail now for the 3rd time. Diddy's been behind bars since September and will likely now remain there until his trial date, which is in May of 2025. Combs' lawyers tried just about everything at this point to get him released, offering a $50 million bond, a 24-hour security team, a home monitoring system at his Upper East Side Manhattan apartment. They tried it all, but the judge still felt that, quote, no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of the community. So why is Diddy deemed so dangerous? Joining me now is one of Diddy's former attorneys, Mark Garagos, and also trial attorney Misty Mares.
Smith's response highlights a broader issue in the entertainment industry: how quickly someone's name can be dragged into a controversy even when there is no concrete evidence. His statement was not just about clearing his own name, but also about pushing back against the culture of misinformation that spreads rapidly on social media. Legal experts believe there is still a chance Smith could be called to testify. His past association with Combs, whether as a friend, colleague, or even a casual acquaintance, might make him a valuable witness in the eyes of prosecutors. Even if he has no direct knowledge of misconduct, his testimony could help establish patterns of behavior or clarify rumors that have circulated for years. If Smith does take the stand, it would be a highly anticipated moment in the trial. Not only is he one of Hollywood's biggest stars, but his reputation for honesty and transparency could add significant weight to the case. Prosecutors would likely ask about his interactions with Combs, the nature of the parties he attended, and whether he ever witnessed anything questionable.
the judge said that the prosecutors presented direct evidence that Diddy had a propensity for violence. That in combination with evidence that he actually tried to circumvent the rules of the Brooklyn Metropolitan Center, circumvent the rules of the prison when it came to communications, was enough to hold him behind bars and to deny him bail. But to your point, Brian, the judge definitely went through this analysis. The judge asked for specific case law relating to these specific issues, but ultimately made that determination that Diddy, there was nothing that the defense could offer to make it safe for the community for him to be out on bail. And that was the basis for it.
Mark, why is this unfair?
The case against Combs has sparked widespread discussion within the entertainment industry. Many celebrities have remained silent, avoiding any public statements on the matter, while others have subtly distanced themselves from him, removing old social media posts and severing business ties. The judge has indicated that the prosecution presented direct evidence of Combs' propensity for violence, which, combined with evidence that he attempted to circumvent the rules of the Brooklyn Metropolitan Center regarding communications, was enough to keep him behind bars and deny him bail. As the trial date approaches, all eyes will be on the courtroom as prosecutors present their case. The judge's recent decisions suggest that this will be a no-nonsense trial, with little room for delays or distractions. If Smith is called to testify, it will be one of the most closely watched moments of the proceedings. For Combs, he continues to maintain his innocence, claiming that the accusations against him are part of a larger effort to bring him down.
That even if they say there's nothing new, he's going to assume under the law, which he can do, that he's going to take another look at this. He can always take another look at this. I mean, I could give you about 40 different examples of things that could happen that could re-raise the issue of bail. But if I were advising him right now, I would be advising him, let's stop talking about bail. Let's concentrate on getting you out of here and on the trial. And that's where I would be focused at this point. You know I'm jumping ahead, but can I? Yeah, Brian.
Sure, go ahead, Mark.
What are you going to say? One thing. Well, your producer sent over some questions and hit on one of the things that was very aggravating to me that I read an article yesterday. I don't know if Misty saw the same thing and it aggravated her.
His legal team has aggressively pushed back against the allegations, attempting to discredit witnesses and undermine the prosecution's case. However, with the substantial amount of evidence being compiled, it remains uncertain whether he can avoid conviction. As the trial unfolds, the stakes are high for all involved. For Combs, the possibility of a conviction looms large, threatening not only his freedom, but also his legacy as a music mogul. For Smith and other celebrities, the potential for being called to testify adds an additional layer of complexity to their careers and public images. The legal proceedings will undoubtedly be a focal point for media coverage, drawing attention from fans, critics, and industry insiders alike. In conclusion, the ongoing legal troubles of Sean Diddy Combs represent a significant moment in the entertainment industry, one that could lead to a reckoning for powerful figures who have long operated above the law. As the trial approaches, the implications of the case extend beyond Combs himself, raising critical questions about accountability, power, and the culture of silence that has allowed misconduct to persist. The outcome of this trial may very well shape the future of the music industry and influence how similar cases are handled in the years to come. With the world watching, the courtroom will serve as a battleground for justice, truth, and the quest for accountability in an industry that has often turned a blind eye to its darkest secrets.